Kristen, how come you've never been to the border?
President's approval rating among Hispanics in Texas plummeting to just 35%.
Since he took office, you have seen Hispanic voters are flocking to the Republican Party.
The Biden administration's plan for the border was very simple. Do the opposite of whatever Trump did.
Nobody voted for an uncontrolled border. Nobody voted for that. And so I think people need to realize this has all been based on policy mistakes, in my opinion, but the reversal of policies that were working.
They saw what was happening under the Trump administration, and now it's not only was it a complete reversal, but now they've taken 10 steps back. It just does not make sense to see how the Biden administration is trying to claim that this open border approach is somehow more compassionate than the previous administration.
But what Biden and Harris have done is they've decided that the radical left, who wants absolute open borders, no borders whatsoever, who doesn't care about the crime, who doesn't care about the suffering, who views every one of these illegal immigrants as future Democratic voters.
Senator Ted Cruz led a congressional delegation to the Rio Grande in Texas.
19 senators that showed up here to see what was going on. Senator Ted Cruz, Senator Lindsey Graham, Senator Ron Johnson, and others.
Doug Ducey sending Arizona's National Guard to respond as thousands of migrants come to our state.
13 state attorneys general to tour the new Made in Texas border.
Governor Greg Abbott is in Del Rio today talking about border security, but this time he was also joined by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
And if Joe Biden's not going to do it, the governors of the United States of America will do it.
This is brand new for Democrats. This district here in South Texas, the 28th, is not one they've ever had to worry about recently. The political terrain in South Texas also moved dramatically toward the Republicans in the 2020 election.
I got to tell you, I think in November, we're going to see a red wave. And that red wave is starting in South Texas. South Texas has historically been Democrat, but they are seeing the absolute chaos.
I'm proud to be Mexican American. I'm proud to represent a district that's over 72% Hispanic. What I'll tell you is my district has had enough with this administration. They're tired of their inability to act. And I think there's an opportunity for Republicans to not only win the House, but when we do it in a manner which we can govern and we can deliver results to the American people.
This has gotten, the worst kind of attention. We've seen the worst crisis ever on the history of that border. And so I think people need to think about, what policies they should advocate for when they go to vote.
With the demographic that's in those border areas, it's not white people, right? It's people that look like me, Latinos. And so when they see that, under Republican leadership, things were different, radically different, and now we're seeing disastrous results in just 1 year of a Biden presidency. Democrats are just, they definitely underestimated the issue.
We're seeing so much growth in our party, especially in the Hispanic community. We're in these communities a year in advance of the election.
I think we're going to see several Democrat congressional seats in South Texas flipping red this election season. And it's because the disaster of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, you can't defend it, and they're not even trying. They're just hoping that the corporate media and other Democrats ignore it. I don't think the American people are going to ignore it.